just
Okay.
wants me to be in that job.
Okay, who owns the company?
His dad.
Okay, so I can kind of see how he can be a little biased.
Yeah, and everyone
Towards
works
that.
there. His cousins, brothers, everyone.
Yeah, okay. What exactly it is that you do?
It's, well, it's a financial corporation,
Okay,
but I'm their PR director. So for me, it requires a lot of traveling. Every month, I'm actually leaving for a business trip Wednesday. Probably every month, every couple months, I'm traveling all over the country, doing seminars and.
yeah. So are you the one that conducts the seminars, you speak in front of people?
I am.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and answer all the questions about our company and what we do. But it's a lot of travel.
Do you do a lot of recruiting or?
I do, and I have a recruiter that I bring with me.
Okay.
So I'm kind of the speaker and the analyzer and the question answer person. And then I do have an official recruiter who comes.
Sounds really exciting.
I mean, the travel is good. You know, I go to a lot of great places. That's the benefit. But the downfall is, you know, it's 4 days that you're away from your family.
True. So this is on a monthly basis that you're traveling at least one time?
Yeah, generally,
Yeah.
every month to 2 months. Actually, I haven't traveled over the past 2 months, but now I'm starting again. So
Okay. How do you think this is going to affect the travel? Do you think it's going to conflict with school, or?
I'm to some point, you know, it's okay because my father-in-law is the boss.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll look for certain key events and see if I can do them. Like I'm going to San Francisco Wednesday through Saturday.
Okay.
I come back and then I'm in town, and then I'll go, I think, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm out to Toronto next month. So it's always something. So it is stressful trying to do school and now travel and family.
Absolutely.
I just am confused.
So the key issue here, the underlying issue is the finances. That's the highlighted issue. That's
Yes.
where the red flags are.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, have you yourself done, I guess, your own homework to see if there's any way to take the financial burden off of him? You know, there are different grants.
Yeah, I mean, because of our income situation now, we're not qualified for any grants and whatnot. We're just too high of an income bracket, so everything I take out is loans.
Oh, I see.
So we'll have to pay them back plus the interest.
Okay. Now, what about his father's company? I know you said it's a financial corporation. I mean, do they offer benefits like tuition reimbursement by any means?
They don't.
They don't. And
He pays for books. He does pay for my books, but he doesn't really want me going either. So it's kind of the
I
whole
see.
family
Yeah.
is kind of ganging up. And, you know, why do you have to do that? You have a great job here. Why do you want to quit?
yeah.
I'm just not happy.
Not happy in the job or in the situation, or both?
Yeah, I'm not happy in the job. I don't like all the traveling. And I didn't like it before I started school. But
So
now,
you kind of saw school as your way out?
yeah, I mean, school was something I wanted to do anyway. I wanted to do this program. I guess after I got in, I didn't budget as well. I thought we'd be able to afford it, and we just can't without taking out loans.
Okay. Have you looked into perhaps maybe a program that's very similar in nature to the program that you're in, but perhaps maybe a little bit cheaper?
I mean, I've looked at social work, and I really don't want to do social work.
Okay, no, but there are other, you said you're going to school for mental health counseling,
Yeah.
correct? There are other, schools that may be priced a little bit cheaper per credit hour. I mean, you can always look into that.
I did look at a couple others. This one just seemed the best because it had a dual degree program,
Okay.
and also it really fit, 2 nights a week.
Yeah, true.
That I can manage.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I completely agree. I'm just throwing other alternatives out there to see if maybe you've explored them or not.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at a few. I can probably do some more research on that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So this argument, tell me a little bit more about the argument that you and your husband got into.
I was online just doing the bills, and he just asked me, where do we stand? And I'm like, well, it's because we had to re-sign up for our fall semester, so we had to pay that. And that's just when it started, just not spending too much, and I know I supported you and I thought you could do it, but not now. Something has to change. You know, he's telling me he wants me to not do school, but without really saying it. He doesn't want to be the bad guy. He'd say you have to quit.
Okay. So he's kind of just putting a little bit of pressure on the situation, hoping that you would come with that decision yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
which I'm not.
Which you're not. So, I mean, have you tried confronting him and just telling him, like, hey, you know, I do my part, you know, I contribute at work and I'm doing my best to pay for school, you know. But have you expressed to him that you just aren't going to budge and you just want to continue going to school, or you guys haven't had that discussion?
I haven't. I kind of put my head in the sand and just, you know,
Okay.
think that it will pass. I'm not
Okay.
super confrontational.
Okay. And as we talked about last session, a lot of times when you don't confront, it actually increases the negative emotions that you have.
I'm sorry. How do you think I can confront without making it an argument?
That is a question that I don't know the answer to,
Okay.
because I don't know your husband. I
That's
don't know
true.
his personality. For me to kind of just throw out, you know, what my opinion of the situation is, I don't know if it'd be relevant to
Yeah,
how
you're
we
right.
handle the situation. Because we're also different people too. I'm more confrontational. So, you know, the way I handle the situation may make you feel completely out of place and awkward if you were to go about doing the things that I would do. You know, as far as handling the situation with him and confronting him about it, I think that, I will say that I think that the best way of approaching any situation is just being completely honest and transparent. You know, I don't know exactly how to segue into the conversation or what the conversation would entail, but I know that not being ambiguous usually is the best way to handle situations.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, that way everybody knows where the other person stands, and they may not like it, but at least they know. And to be honest with you, from my life experience, I would rather know than to be in a fog or in limbo or just not knowing at all, like, where I stand with something. I think that usually drives me more crazy.
I think I'm just scared that he'll get mad. And he's not, you know, he's not an angry person. He's a calm, mad person, if that makes sense at all.
Yeah.
You know, he's not a yeller, he's not a shouter, he's nothing like that. But
Yeah.
and then I feel like I'm disappointing his family because I don't want to be part of the family business.
Yeah.
But it's not my family, it's his family.
That's true. Well, you married into the family.
I did, and
So you're going to have to deal with them on
Yeah.
a regular basis.
yeah.
I think since you already made up your mind, what it comes down to is helping you overcome these negative thoughts.
Okay.
Because you've already made up your mind and decided. Like, it's not my job to make up your mind for you. It's not my job to help you decide what you want to do. It's my job to help you think better and think more clearly and think in a more positive way that's going to help you utilize your fullest potential in whatever you decide to do. You know, I'm not a life coach, so
Yeah.
what I want to do is I want to help you just reach your fullest potential and help you get to a place where you're happy in whatever circumstance that you're in.
Yeah, I would like to be happier.
Now, let me ask you a question. You've decided already that no matter what you do, or no matter what the outcome is, you're going to continue with school, and that's what you want to do.
Yes.
Okay. When you say that and you think that to yourself, what emotions follow?
See, I think I'm getting feelings and emotions confused. I guess I don't feel stressed. Is stress a feeling? I don't know. I feel stressed. I feel nervous, anxious. I also feel happy.
nervousness and anxiety, what would you rate those on a scale of 1 to 100 individually?
Is 100 being the most anxious?
100 is being the most anxious, 1 is being barely anxious at all.
Probably a 70 for anxiety about it. And the nervous is just how my husband will react to the disappointment is probably a 70 as well.
Okay.
I think the happy's a 50.
So the bad outweighs the good in this situation that you're in? Well, at least that's how you perceive it.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, given that the bad in your perception outweighs the good, tell me some of the positive things that are going to happen. Tell me what makes you happy. What thoughts in your head kind of segue into this happy feeling?
Knowing I'm going to do a job that I enjoy doing, that I won't have to travel and miss so many things, with my children's lives, more family time, helping other people as well. Those thoughts make me happy.
Okay. Now, have you ever expressed these thoughts to him?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I have expressed that I'd be more happy at home and doing a job that doesn't make me travel all the time. So
Absolutely. But maybe if you could show him how this opportunity could benefit the both of you,
Yeah.
instead of just not benefiting you, maybe he'll take more kindly to the situation.
maybe, and I think if I showed him the 1 to 100 scale and kind of where I fell on it, maybe he could see this is how I'm really feeling.
Absolutely. And, granted, the way you describe your husband, he seems like a relatively understanding kind of guy.
He is.
So I feel like, he might, or I believe that he might have a change of heart. We don't know until it happens, but maybe if you expressed how this potential opportunity can also benefit the family and benefit all of you guys as a whole, as opposed to just you,
Yeah.
maybe he might take more kindly in the situation.
Okay.
Also, as far as like the anxiety and the nervousness, do those feelings contribute to the overall outcome? I mean, you feeling nervous or anxious, is it going to change the situation? Is it going to change how he reacts?
No, it's not.
Okay. So with that in mind, what are you going to do about it?
I'm just gonna have to sit down and talk to him and tell him how I'm feeling and the stress of everything, and just be honest and open with
Yeah,
him.
you will feel anxiety and nervousness at its peak while going into the situation. But let me tell you that after having that talk with him, I feel like these levels, or I believe that these levels